Hello, gorgeous souls. Brooke Hunt here, coming for a bit of a check-in. See how everyone is going, how your week has been. We kicked off Freedom and Flow. The first training call for Freedom and Flow was today, and it was just amazing. Such gorgeous women there ready for change. And it got me thinking about change because, let's be honest, if there's ever been a year for change, it's 2020. It absolutely is 2020. So if you are here live, say hello. If you're catching the replay, give me a hashtag. As always, say hello so I know you've been here or you are here live. But yes, if there's ever been a year for change, it's definitely 2020, and being able to adapt and roll with the punches has also been quite the theme for 2020. So I wanted to check in and see how everyone's going. I'm in Australia. I am over in Western Australia, so I'm quite fortunate where I am at the moment because we haven't got very harsh restrictions at the moment with COVID, but I know over in Victoria, a lot of glorious women that I know over in Victoria, and obviously the whole of Victoria, are dealing now with very strict restrictions and lockdown over there. And if you are anywhere else in the world, you're possibly dealing with the same. And that all brings a lot of change. That all brings a lot of confrontation and a lot of fear as well coming with change. And I always wanted to dive in a little bit about change, and first just to check in to see how you're going, if you are in lockdown, if you are how you're dealing with it, because I know it would be quite a confronting and different time. As I say, I can only imagine what you're going through at the moment because I'm not in that situation, but I wanted you to give you a space and a place for you to be able to reach out and let us know how you're going and how you're dealing with it all. But I also wanted to bring up an opportunity to reflect a little bit deeper as well with change, because when we're talking in freedom today, Freedom and Flow today, we were all talking about freedom and about how we have to be willing and ready for change as well. And what happens a lot of the time is we want to create something in our life, we want to bring forth something in our business or our life, but a lot of the time we don't understand the change that has to come with it. We have to be open and willing for that change as well. So as I wrote in this beginning of this live, change can be confronting, but change can also birth beauty, birth something glorious. And it's that willingness for change. And at the moment when we are all going through a lot of change in the world and what the world looks like and what our days look like, what our lives look like, I want to give you the invitation to delve a bit deeper into change and what is possible and what is available to you. Change a lot of the time is something that calls us, and we're not always ready and open to hear it. So I was thinking about 3 different ways you can tell if you're ready for change or if change is calling you forth. And I wanted to touch a little bit on those today with you, because we can, as I say, we get drawn along in this process called life. We get pulled along in life and we follow the procedure and what we think life is meant to be. And then we can have these achings and this call for change, but we don't really understand what it is. And there's 3 telltale signs that I wanted to share with you as to when change is calling you and when you need to be ready to step up. And the choice you have. I mean, we always have choice. I won't go too far down into how much I love choice, but we always have choice whether we allow that change to occur or whether we choose not to. So one of the ways you can understand and know that you are ready for change is if you're finding yourself just feeling bored in your day, unfulfilled in your day, allowing that boredom just to set in and you really not be inspired at all in anything you do. The other way you can know that you're ready for change is if you find yourself dreaming about something different. And that happens a lot when we're in somewhere where we're unfulfilled or when we're not living our truest life. We find ourselves daydreaming and imagining all the other greatness we can do. And the third way you can know you're absolutely ready for change is you have an aching in your heart. You are called forth and this ache just doesn't want to leave. If you are feeling any of these emotions, any of these feelings, any of that is ringing true to you, I want you to spend some time and have a think about what change is calling you. what change is calling you forth, and whether that is something that is in your business, if that's something that is in your day-to-day life, if that's something that's in your relationship, if that is something just in your normal day. I want you just to have to think and a feel into what is calling this change forth. What are you being called to bring into your life? What are you being called to create? Yeah, we're very much in freedom and flow. We are creating. We are not fixing. We are in the creative mode. And that comes with change, comes hand in hand in creation. We have to be willing for change so we can create from our soul, from our desires. And it's such a privilege to be able to witness these women as they are going through this phase of creation, going through this phase of change, and willing and openness to understand the change that has to come. So if you are feeling that boredom or that unfulfillment or that frustration, or if you are just daydreaming about a different life, I really encourage you to feel into what change you are being called forth to, what choices you're being called forth to make, and allow that to come into your awareness. So much and so often we push down any uncomfortable feelings, anything that is wanting us to bring forth a different life or any change. We normally try and ignore quite a bit in society because we've got what we have. We're quite happy where we are, or maybe even we're not happy, but it's what we know, and we very much don't like to push the boat out and make those changes. But if you've got that ache and that calling in your heart for something greater, then I really encourage you to follow it. Absolutely follow it. Ask yourself what is calling you forth, and to follow that. That is, the conversation I've been having in my head since the Freedom and Flow call this morning was all about change and about choice and about creation. And I wanted to come in here and talk to you about it as well. Ask yourself, are you ready for change? What are you wanting to create? Have you got that fire inside of yourself wanting to create something in your life? If you do, then reach out, let me know. It would be an absolute honor and privilege to be able to support you in that change, support you in that creation. You might have seen I'm just opening up 2 VIP places to come and work with me for the rest of the year. Super excited to see who is going to pick those up and who is going to come and journey with me for the next 4 months. We're going to work together. We're going to create. You will be supported to be able to bring into your life what you want to create, whether that is more money, more clients, a bigger business, whatever you are looking to create in your life. That is what this one-on-one VIP work is all about. So if you're ready for change, if it is calling you, let's work together. Let's go and see what can happen in that 4 months. I wasn't planning to open these 2 places, but I was hit this afternoon that there are women out there who are required and calling in this work. So if you're calling in to come and work with me, this is your opportunity. Come and let's chat. I'll put the link in. didn't even get it prepared. I thought I just got to jump on live, but I'll put in the link of how you can book in a discovery call with me, or a chat, whatever you want to call them. And we'll have 20 minutes together seeing if I'm the right person to support and lead you where you want to go with whatever you want to decide to call in, create, and bring into your life. That is what I do. That's what I just have such a privilege of being able to support women to do. And it blows my mind that I get to do this work. I absolutely love doing this work. And yes, I know there is women who are calling out for this support. So you, the VIP offering is there to become and work with me one-on-one for the next 4 months and see what is possible. See what is absolutely possible to create and to bring in to your world. Whatever you are calling in to create, let's do it together. But that is all about enough that I'm going to say about that. If you're wanting to jump in and have a chat about VIP, let's do that together, about working one-on-one. It would be an absolute privilege. But if you are calling for change anyway, if you're being called, if you're bored, if you're unfulfilled, if you are feeling like something is calling you forth, I really do encourage you to spend some time to see, what are you looking to create? What change are you willing to make to be able to bring that into your life? Because you cannot you cannot create change if you're not willing to actually make some changes in your life. Yes. Michelle says your work is so important. Thank you, glorious woman. It's such a privilege to do this work. I absolutely love it. But yes, if you're feeling like there's something inside you calling you forth and you're ready for change, spend some time and go and discover what that is. What are you being called forth to do? What are you being called to create? Yes, listen, spend some time in that space and allow that to drop in. And don't ignore it. Don't ignore it any longer. It's time for change. It's time. Absolutely time. Like, I know, as I said at the beginning of this live, 2020 is, if anything, the year for change. Let's be honest, it is the year of absolute change and creation, and being able to be fluid and move with what is we were being called to create. And I would be my privilege to serve you if you are called to work with me. If not, go and take that journey yourself, or find someone else who can support you in that journey, because it is the time to create. It's the time for change. It absolutely is. Thank you, glorious women, for hanging out with me. If you want to find out how we can work together, let me know. I am about to release new dates for the Money Healing Mastermind, the next round of Money Healing Mastermind. If you want to know about that as well, hit me up, let me know. I'm not officially launching for a couple of weeks, but I've already got some glorious women saying yes and have signed up. So if you want to get sneaky in there as well, before I open the doors, before I even launch the dates, let me know and I will send you all of the information. But yes, that's all for me at the moment. Have a beautiful, beautiful afternoon, and I'm sure I'll be back on your screens real soon. Mwah! Bye for now.